Assuming you're searching for Dogelon Mars cost expectations estimate for 2024, 2025, 2030 and need to know where the cost of Dogelon Mars elon will go from here on out. We will examine the previous costs of Dogelon Mars elon and we'll figure out what specialists are talking about its future cost activities. If it's not too much trouble, remember that you really want to take this expectation and each and every forecast with the goal that this is just the idea of some market master investigators. Also, anticipating something so wonderful is totally incomprehensible. However, we will make an honest effort. We should begin. As per the most recent information accumulated, the ongoing cost of Dogelon Mars is $0.0016 and elon is at present positioned #413 in the whole crypto-biological system. The core supply of Dogelon Mars is 549,652,770,159,580 with a market cap of $86,563,042. With an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap, the Dogelon Mars cost has shown a decent increment of 1.18% as of now. From most recent 7 days, the elon was in great vertical pattern and expanded by 6.91%. Dogelon Mars has shown areas of strength for exceptionally recently, and this could be decent an open door to dive right in and contribute. We foresee future Dogelon Mars cost expectation sell and figure by applying profound man-made brainpower helped specialized examination on the past value information of Dogelon Mars. We give our all to gather most extreme verifiable information for the elon coin, which incorporate numerous boundaries like past value, Dogelon Mars market cap, Dogelon Mars volume, and scarcely any more. In the event that you are hoping to put resources into computerized cryptographic forms of money and need great profit from your ventures, try to peruse our forecasts. Dogelon Mars value expectation rundown. Dogelon Mars elon is expected to arrive at a most extreme cost of $0.0033 continuously 2025. The cost of one elon would reach as high as $0.0002 by 2030. Our Dogelon Mars long-haul conjecture for 2050 recommends elon possibly running somewhere in the range of $0.000151 and $0.000174. Experts project a bullish pattern for Dogelon Mars in 2040, with costs possibly coming to $0.0013 mark. The ongoing business sector cost of one Dogelon Mars is $0.0016. Dogelon Mars value forecast 2024. Dogelon Mars cost is conjectured to arrive at a most reduced conceivable degree of $0.0019 in 2024. According to our discoveries, the elon cost could arrive at a most extreme conceivable degree of $0.0021 with the typical gauge cost of $0.0019. Dogelon Mars value forecast 2025. As per our profound specialized examination on past value information of elon, in 2025, the cost of Dogelon Mars is determined to be at around a base worth of $0.0028. The Dogelon Mars value worth can arrive at a limit of $0.0033 with a typical exchanging worth of $0.0029 in USD. Elon value figure for 2026. The cost of Dogelon Mars is anticipated to reach at any rate worth of $0.0041 in 2026. The Dogelon Mars cost could arrive at a most extreme worth of $0.0048 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.0042 all through 2026. Dogelon Mars elon value expectation 2027. The cost of Dogelon Mars is anticipated to reach at any rate level of $0.0058 in 2027. The Dogelon Mars cost can arrive at a greatest degree of $0.0071 with the typical cost of $0.0006 all through 2027. Dogelon Mars value expectation 2028. Dogelon Mars cost is conjectured to arrive at a least conceivable degree of $0.0083 in 2028. According to our discoveries, the elon cost could arrive at a most extreme conceivable degree of $0.0001 with the typical gauge cost of $0.0086. Dogelon Mars value forecast 2029. The cost of Dogelon Mars is anticipated to reach at the very least worth of $0.0001 in 2029. The Dogelon Mars cost could arrive at a greatest worth of $0.0001 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.0001 all through 2029. Dogelon Mars Elon Value Forecast 2030. According to the gauge cost and specialized examination, in 2030 the cost of Dogelon Mars is anticipated to reach at the very least degree of $0.002. The elon cost can arrive at a most extreme degree of $0.002 with the typical exchanging cost of $0.002. Dogelon Mars Value Estimate 2031. The cost of one Dogelon Mars is supposed to reach at least degree of $0.003 in 2031. The elon cost can arrive at a greatest degree of $0.003 with a typical cost of $0.003 all through 2031. Dogelon Mars Elon Value Expectation 2032. As per our profound specialized examination on past value information of elon, in 2032 the cost of Dogelon Mars is anticipated to reach at least degree of $0.004. The elon cost can arrive at a greatest degree of $0.005 with a typical exchanging cost of $0.004. Dogelon Mars Value Forecast 2033. According to the gauge and specialized examination, in 2033 the cost of Dogelon Mars is supposed to reach at any rate value worth of $0.006. The elon cost can arrive at a most extreme value worth of $0.007 with the typical worth of $0.006. Dogelon Mars Value Estimate 2040. Long-haul expectations ought to be drawn closer with alert because of the innate vulnerabilities in the digital money market. Expansion and remaining informed about the most recent advancements are key techniques for overseeing gambles related with long-haul crypto ventures. Elon Value Gauge for 2050. The reception and genuine use instances of a digital money are similarly fundamental contemplations. Projects with common sense applications and broad reception are bound to persevere over the long haul. According to the Dogelon Mars cost conjecture for 2050, elon is expected to arrive at a most extreme value worth of $0.0174 in 2050. The base anticipated cost of elon coin in 2050 is supposed to be around $0.0151, while the typical cost of the Dogelon Mars for 2050 is projected to be $0.0158. Dogelon Mars Value Gauge Facts. What will be the elon most elevated conjecture cost for 2024? The elon cost is supposed to arrive at a most extreme degree of $0.00021 toward the finish of 2024. How high might Dogelon Mars at any point go? The typical cost of Dogelon Mars elon could go to $0.00019 before the current year's over. Assuming we gauge the 5-year plan, it is assessed that the coin will effectively come to the $0.00086 mark. Is Dogelon Mars elon a wise speculation? Dogelon Mars worth is supposed to keep on extending